So I want to move into to introduce our next speaker. It's kind of a story with Patrick Healy. Patrick came to us about a year ago. I got a phone call from a re-entry coordinator in a federal prison in Ashland. She said, I got a guy. He said, I got a guy that's coming out, and he really needs help. He doesn't have any family support. He doesn't have much of anything. So we, Patrick came to the halfway house, and we got connected. And once you come to the halfway house, you have to stay there about 2 weeks before they'll let us come in and start working with him. So after Patrick got through his orientation period and so forth, we began working with him. It's been about a year. In April will be about a year when we started working with Patrick. But Patrick was such a motivated individual, and still is, that as soon as he got out, he found a place that had a bicycle ministry. And he got a bicycle, and he got 2 jobs, and he was working 2 jobs, and he was riding that bicycle after dark from the halfway house to the job site and places, dodging cars on the highway and everything like that. But he was so focused on making a success. And then, you know, working with one of our nurture support and accountability groups, it was just a joy to work with him. It's just a joy to work with Sherry. And it's a joy to work with all the people that we work with, because they want our help, they ask for our help. People that work with them inside the correctional facilities ask us to work with them because they need the help. And so we are thrilled to be there to help them. And so without much, I'll go on all night, we don't want that. But I just want to introduce you to Patrick Healy, and he has a wonderful story, and you'll enjoy this.
I can admit I'm not as eloquent as Sherry and Ms. Halliday, and I'm very nervous. Mark recommended that we write this down so we can stay on track, and I'm not someone that's a very good reader in public, so I'm just going to paraphrase if that's okay. I met Mark, as he said, when I got out of prison, April 13th of last year. When he asked me to speak tonight, he said, write down a couple of things to tell everyone how you got where you are today. I thought, this is going to be easy. I did this and this and this and this, and I'm just going to write that down. After 2 weeks of trying to find out what to write, I was stumped. I thought, you know, if I were a famous Hollywood director, I could build a movie to be a great script, an awesome soundtrack, give me this beautiful co-star that she'd make me look handsome and smart, and I could get up here and talk about this terrible thing of going to prison. But I'm not famous, I'm not a director, I'm not smart, nor am I handsome, but I am a convicted felon. I'm still nervous. I spent 49 months at the Federal Correctional Institute in Ashland. I was released on April the 13th with a cardboard box with 6 pair of underwear, t-shirts, a hand-me-down sweatsuit, and flip-flops. You've got to have flip-flops in prison. You don't go in the shower without them. And $5.18. When I got to the halfway house, I didn't know anyone. I asked for some help. Sorry, folks. I asked for some help. And Mission Behind Bars stepped forward. This life of prison was not the way my life always was. I grew up in a good family, a very religious family. I went to private schools, private colleges. I married an incredible, smart, beautiful woman, and I have 4 amazing children and 3 grandchildren. So my life of crime that took me to prison wasn't always that way, but what was part of my life was that I didn't think I was enough. I wanted to be more. I didn't think I was strong enough, smart enough. I didn't think I was tall enough. I'm 6'1 3/4", but I always said 6'2". Because I always wanted to be just a little bit more because I didn't feel like I was enough on the inside. So, I knew right from wrong. My parents taught me right from wrong. What I lost was my moral compass. What I lost was doing the right thing because it's right. I'd forgotten what my parents had taught me. I was chasing fame, fortune, and chasing something that I thought I needed to be. 6'2". While I was seeking these things that were not important whatsoever, I was seeking investors for a company that I owned, and I lied to the investors. I lied to impress them and to secure their investment. I lied and told them that I went to Stanford University, and I never did. I went to a college in Ohio, I went to grad school in UK, but it wasn't enough. I had to say Stanford. It was a computer business, I had to say Stanford. 6'2". It was wrong. I didn't steal anything from them, I didn't run away with anything. As a matter of fact, I worked my butt off for 5 years to make this company successful. But I lied. And this is illegal. This is wrong. I got caught. I pleaded guilty. And I went to prison. I was sentenced to 57 months. Wow. My poor behavior, it chased away my children, my wife, my brothers and sisters, my friends, money, houses, cars, junk that I didn't need. But most of all, it took away my freedom. So folks that have never lost that, I can't explain it. It was the most dreadful thing I've ever been through in my life, but it was the greatest gift from God to go to prison. Yes, I said it was the greatest gift from God to go to prison because I got back on track. I didn't need to be 6'2" anymore. 6'1 3/4" was enough. When I left prison, I was broken. But I had my faith in God that He was with me. He'd never left me. I may have gone astray, but He never did. The people in my life, they may have given up on me, but He never did. Can you hear me? Sorry. He never did. My first week at the halfway house, Mark Johnson came to see me. And I'd been recommended by a guy named Scott Butcher, which, as Mark said, he was the release coordinator in Ashland. Mark and his group recommended me, took me into their lives in Mission Behind Bars, or MB3, whatever you want to call it. I entered MB3. I knew how to get a job. I got 2 jobs. I got a 3rd job. I knew how to get a job. I knew how to get my driver's license. It did take me 4 months, but I knew how to get a driver's license, a bank account. But they knew this. Mark, Elise, Glenn, they knew that I knew how to do those things. Something else that they knew that I didn't is that I needed a family. I needed to be part of something. I'm going to sit down because my leg is shaking. I'm thinking I'm going to fall down. You know, getting up in front of 500 or 600 people and telling them that you're a liar is not as easy as it looks. Sorry, buddy. They're my family. I need needed someone to count on. I needed someone that I could rely on. I didn't need a ride to work. I'm 53 years old, I'm healthy as a horse. I'll ride 20 miles a day, and I did. 20 pounds less ago, but I did. Because I knew how to do those things, but I didn't know how to trust someone or to love someone. Every week, that wonderful lady over there in the glasses made me a family meal, and I ate it every week. It was the most nourishing thing I'd ever had, because it wasn't about the food, it was about my family, my MB3 family. My family that came in and out every single week to see me, to nurture me. They came every single week. When I needed to be kicked in the butt, he called it out. He did. When I needed encouragement, I needed coaching, they pulled it out of their hat because they knew what I needed, and they gave it to me. They coached me, pushed me along, but most of all, they accepted and loved me. So Mark, Lise, and Glenn, and Janet, and Tina, who are not here, they demonstrated I was good enough. 6'1 3/4, 6'2", who cares? I was good enough. I really mattered to somebody. They showed me I had a family. I have a family in Christ in heaven. I know that. I've known that since I was this tall. But I have a family here that's on earth that's more important at this moment, because I know God is with me in them. They showed me how to love again, and showed me how to love myself. Just one of the most amazing things about this group is that they know what you need, and they give it to you. If it's a job or transportation or a home or medical care, or in my case, just love. They offer it. I've been blessed in my life to make some money, and I gave money to charities, and I had no idea where it went. I didn't know who it affected or how it affected someone else's life. But now I know, and now you know. Because of your love, your generosity, your time, your money, your spirit, your prayers, your thoughts. This is where this helped me. I'm eternally grateful to all of you. And I only know 5 of you. But I'll never forget any one of you, because you gave me something I always needed. And I don't know how to say thank you other than this. So thank you everyone here who represents this organization. I'm eternally grateful. Thank you very much.